What happens when everyday regular guys mess with professional fighters? You know the type. Guys who think their bar-brawling days or high school wrestling memories somehow qualify them to go toe-to-toe with someone who trains for a living. But, it doesn't end well. These brave, or maybe just foolish souls learn the hard way that there's a big difference between street fighting and fighting with a trained fighter. Let's get straight into it. Sneo wasn't the type to hide behind a screen. He actually showed up. And this is a moment to realize you're about to have a really bad fucking day. But not everyone loved how the fight went down.
I don't know what that kid thought. First of all, he's so silly for doing that, for agreeing to do that with Sean Strickland.
Even Joe Rogan thought it was too much. Others, they say Sneo knew exactly what he was signing up for. What do you think? Was it fair, or did the fight go too far? And then there is this drunk guy who noticed UFC fighter Kui eating at a restaurant and, for whatever reason, decided to pick a fight. Why? Cool as ever. It's okay? Instead of throwing punches, Kui just held the guy in place until he calmed down. No need to prove anything when you're a pro. And then there were those two streamers who wanted to know what it felt like to take a kick from Alex Pereira. He barely used 10% of his strength.
What do you mean?
Moral of the story, maybe think twice before testing a trained fighter. An Italian guy showed up at Sonny Edwards' gym, demanding a sparring session. It was unexpected. Sonny wasn't even supposed to be there. He was with his kids when he saw the guy waiting outside his Sheffield gym. For context, Sonny Edwards is a British flyweight champ, holding the title for years. Not someone you'd want to mess with. Mid-session, the Italian guy felt regret. Then there was the troll who ran his mouth about boxer Zab Judah, claimed he could beat him. When Judah confronted him, the story changed. And just like that, he knew he had messed up. And then this so-called street fighter barged into an MMA gym, thinking he could take on a real fighter, but as you can imagine, it wasn't his best day.
Side kick.
This reminds me of Charlie Zelenov, the guy who thought he could bully random people. He claimed each of these encounters as a win, boasting an impressive record of 215 victories and 0 losses, all against inexperienced opponents. But his biggest blunder came when he left a voicemail call out to WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. To his surprise, Deontay Wilder heard the message and agreed to a sparring session in LA.
He's done.
In another case, a troubled kid walked into a boxing gym and challenged the coach. But this story had a surprisingly wholesome ending. Come on, let's go! 30 punches, punches, come on! At this point, the kid knew he was in over his head, and the coach took a fatherly tone with him. Nice to meet you. You don't just walk in and start like that. What are you doing? You can't just step into a gym like that.
Get up. Come on.
Here's another instance of a random guy with a pot-belly walks into a gym and challenges a trained fighter. Ah, well, you can guess the rest. Should they accept these challenges? Or is that crossing a line? Well, he got what he wanted, but the outcome was definitely not what he anticipated. This guy in the black sleeveless shirt had been messaging the boxer for months, insisting he could take him down. This all started back in school, where the boxer had to join a special education program, giving the other guy plenty of ammo for insults. This internet troll had been posting hateful comments against people online, representing a community run by Nicholas Fuentes named America First. UFC fighter Nathan Levi was tagged in these posts, and to prove a point, the troll claimed he was always up for a sparring session to settle the score. A 7-year-old Filipino man was confronted right at his own door. This could be seen as karma for his terrible actions. After getting punched once, he quickly decided to back down and make excuses. Kudos to these guys for stepping into the ring with a trained fighter, but it's clear they were delusional to think they could actually come out on top. And this is when an irate guy confronted the gym's instructor. At first, the instructor restrained himself, but eventually, he decided he had had enough.
I'm tired now. Oh yeah, you coming to my gym, you call out the smallest guy in my gym, and now you want to fight now?
Kudos to the coach for showing respect. Despite the aggressive challenge, he still checked to see if the challenger was okay. It's tough to determine whether these individuals genuinely believe they can win or if they're just trying to uphold a tough guy image. However, these are important wake-up call moments. Let's hope they've been humbled and brought back to reality. If you enjoyed this content, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.